Yet Digital Health Pass has developed a new way to fight not only COVID-19, but any other pandemic or diseases by creating an advanced technology empowered with the facial recognition system, which can identify people without the removal of their face masks, and implementing a quarantine control system to fight the pandemic, and reducing the spread of infection rate. The facial recognition algorithm is designed to recognize infected, vaccinated and unvaccinated people, meeting with other and detects the social distance between them. Our anti-COVID solution is able to detect and alert when a person mask is removed in public, and trace their route and spot possible accomplices in a split second, and can be used to monitor queues and prevent crowding. It also alerts and identifies possible sick people, if they are sneezing or looking unwell. For a safer travel experience, drivers and passengers can use verification system to ensure if their driver or passenger is vaccinated and not infected. Proofs can be scanned with facial recognition or QR code, to generate their result in percentage, which lets you know if they are safe to travel with. Digital Health Pass brings a secure and convenient solution for venues to keep track of people visits, and enables a touchless entry option which allows people to just use facial recognition to enter and exit the venues or by scanning the QR code. The further safety, our contact tracing module can track confirmed patients and their associates with intelligent surveillance system without the removal of their face mask, and notify those who were in close proximity to those infected during the past 15 days, or if they were at the same place at the same time with the infected person. Health advice is sent to those users to self-isolate, and allows them to book an appointment through the app for their PCR test. Tracking can be done through surveillance system or via Bluetooth, and a location-generated map show anyone infected near them, so they can keep their distance, and an alert is sent to the authorities immediately to take further actions. Digital Health Pass permit solution allows employees, students, other individuals and self-employed citizens to leave one's place of residence, and carry their e-permits in mobile application with them at all times in case they are stopped by the authorities. The permit is issued by the local authorities, taking into account of the distance between the district and the destination address, reason for the movement, and the period of return, determined by health certificate issued by a doctor. The government entities have access to 360-degree view on infection rate program of country, enabling them to detect and identify the scenarios that requires action. For deeper insights, they can access comprehensive health profile of citizens that indicates their vaccination status, their lab results status, and logs of all their scans at any location is noted, and an alert is created if that scan was in positive. It also creates logs on all their interaction with other people, with or without mask. But that's not all. To fight against COVID-19, our technology can detect infections at public spaces by measuring electromagnetic waves, with facial recognition of the person, reflecting the accuracy of identifying those infected. The status is updated in the portal and a log is created in the person's profile. In places with only thermal gun system, staff can simply scan people's face with their phone and enter the result manually. And every citizen is able to check their scan logs and its result from the Smart app. In places without the EDE or thermal scanners, staff can still scan the people by just using Smart app from their phone. Within seconds, the facial recognition analyzes the face and displays result to the operator in percentage based on their previous history of COVID scans, vaccination and COVID lab tests. As vaccinations start getting rolled out, the next challenge for authorities is how to authenticate and keep track of vaccination or any drug record of a person that it has been issued to. The process is simple and easy to use. Through bulk import, you can quickly have the vaccine stocks with their batch number imported in the system. With the strict inventory control system, vaccination centers can request for vaccine stocks to be transferred to them from the portal, and healthcare authorities can check availability of vaccine stocks at any location, any warehouse, hospital, pharmacy or a vaccination center. For an additional peace of mind, you can track complete life cycle of the delivery process while maintaining the whole chain of custody and keeping an audit trail. The system tracks every vaccine export individually, and automatically creates activity logs, to where it came from, where it was exported to which person it was issued to, and when. The vaccine administrators can manage vaccine orders, track stocks, and mark the exact location of every vaccine in the inventory, and receive fully comprehensive statistics view on vaccination status. This also helps local authorities to track vaccine progression data for the entire region. The Smart app enables citizens to create a secure digital health pass on their mobile phone, which will link their COVID and other lab test or proof of vaccinations. First, take a selfie to generate a profile picture and to prove that you are a real person. Add your profile details as they appear on your government ID, and select ID card number or a passport number to enter, and hit Next. Now it's time to verify your identity by scanning your ID card or passport. Remember to take a clear picture, and then click Submit. And you're done. Once your identity is verified, you will be redirected to dashboard screen, where you can check your health passes. Find nearest laboratories if you need to get tested, or a vaccination center if you want to get vaccinated. After selecting your preferred location, choose available date and time for your first dose. Review your booking details, and click Next. Now, fill out the health questionnaire form. Provide your consent and signature. And hit Submit. And that's it. The booking is then confirmed, and a notification is sent to the vaccinator. A QR code is generated for their appointment, so at the vaccination site, the person can use touch-free check-in process and confirm their appointment with the vaccinator. The vaccinator follows the screening questionnaire form with the person and takes their consent. Now the person can get their vaccination shot. The vaccinator registers which vaccine is being issued to the person in their profile. After this, the vaccinator can schedule the person's second dose follow-up and click Save. When that person comes to get their second vaccine shot, a certificate is generated and linked with the person profile with their facial biometrics. And their vaccination certificate, or lab results, is securely sent to the person's phone through the interconnected laboratory management system, which offers complete flexibility in sharing reports with users, and issues barcode label and QR code on each report. This way they can easily get access to all their health passes and documents at one place. They can generate their pass and prove their immunity by scanning the QR code, ID number, or with facial recognition against a live image from a phone or a CCTV camera. For every user, a unique personal QR code is generated following a color coding system to determine their COVID-19 status, which allows citizens to share their test results securely to access public places, or the airline and border authorities by showing it throughout your journey. If a person lab result for COVID-19 infection is positive, an automatic notification is sent to that person on their phone to notify them, and allows users to proceed with the quarantine process. A healthcare provider contacts the infected person to arrange for their conveyance to a healthcare facility. The infected people are asked to quarantine themselves. They can choose location to the nearest quarantine centers and register themselves there, or they can choose home quarantine. The mobile app will allow the person to send the response center updates about any signs of disease or changes in his condition, and to connect with a doctor through the built-in telemedicine feature. The person will be monitored by the response center, who will receive a notification if the person is detected leaving the geolocation of his home. In cases of medical emergency, citizens can call an ambulance by pressing the emergency button by using the mobile app, and their request is sent to the nearest healthcare facility to send ambulance and medical facilities to the person immediately by tracking the patient's live location. With GPS-based live satellite tracking, you can keep track of your ambulance position by using the advanced tracking system. When the patient arrives at the hospital, our system helps to correctly verify their identification, and provides them with a personalized experience, and eliminates the threats associated with patient impersonation, detects flagged or wanted people, drug dealers, and other criminals. comprehensive view into a patient's medical record, helps healthcare professionals identify patient needs, and communicate them at the right time, to the right people. Our technology suits to almost every hospital or medical institution, and government data centers. It tracks every step of the patient as the system records their timeline automatically, and even the staff to see how much time they have spent in which room. The interconnected system lets you track all incoming OPD and emergency patients, and lets you track rooms' occupancy status, manage all your patient activities, and even streamlines patient transfer process in emergency and isolation wards to achieve better overall efficiency. The system streamlines patient care with personalized tools with the most advanced and artificial intelligence-based electronic health record system that lets you capture, store, and share patient data in a structured way. You can record patient's complaint and understand fullest resolution of a problem, emphasizing in questionnaire form, based on each problem you select. The system also takes care of patient's allergy record, allowing you to perform your treatment accordingly in an informed manner. Artificial intelligence system works as your virtual assistant. It helps doctors to correctly identify patient diagnosis by providing automatic suggestions based on their symptoms. After selecting the correct diagnosis, you can fill in the details, or can even use built-in voice dictation tool, and free yourself from typing everything. And you also have the option to search up the diagnosis code manually. Here you can select the medication plan, choose the associated diagnosis, and add the dosage instructions. The system automatically writes the instruction in format, so you can prescribe and print it for the patient. Our artificial intelligence creates a treatment plan for the patient, and sends reminders and alerts to ensure everything goes as planned. The flow sheets let nurses record patients' vital signs including blood pressure, pulse, respiration, temperature, and much more. Nurse Station enables nurses to manage their task efficiently. The nursing staff can access clinical information to do care planning, handle all of their assessments and notes, and receive direct instructions from doctors. The patient instructions are automatically suggested by artificial intelligence, based on patient's diagnosis, and can be displayed on patient's portal, or can be printed. Digital Health Pass brings a secure and convenient solution for public safety to fight against COVID-19, for a better tomorrow.